I moved into the apartment because it was cheap. It was also quiet. The landlord mentioned the last tenant had to leave suddenly, but I didn't ask any questions. I needed a place to live, not a story to tell. The building was old, just for floors with walls that felt like they'd seen too much, and a silence that hung heavy in the air. My first night there was fine, almost too normal. In hindsight, that should have been my first warning. 3 days later, I noticed something strange. At the end of the hallway, directly across from my bedroom, was a door I could swear wasn't there before. It was narrow, a dark, aged brown, and had no number on it. I tried to convince myself I had just overlooked it. You know, being new and all, but something about it felt deeply wrong. The hallway light always flickered when I got close to it, like it was trying to hide the door in shadow. That night I woke up around 3 a.m. The oppressive silence was shattered by a sound so faint I almost dismissed it. A knock! Slow, gentle, and coming from inside my apartment. I always sleep with my bedroom door closed, but now it was ajar. I sat bolt upright in bed, heart hammering against my ribs, and listened. The knock came again. Not from the front door. It was coming from the hallway from that door. I told myself it was just stress. Old buildings settling, the pipes groaning. But the knocking continued every single night at the exact same time. Always 3 knocks. Always slow. Always patient. I tried to ignore it. I blasted music. I wore earplugs. But nothing could drown it out. On the 5th night, my curiosity finally got the better of my fear. I crept out of my room and into the hallway, the flashlight from my phone shaking in my hand. The air near the door was instantly colder, thicker, like trying to breathe through water. I stood right in front of it. There was no handle, no knob on my side. Just a smooth, flat surface of wood, and near the bottom, I saw them. Faint scratch marks, like a small animal or someone's fingernails had tried to claw their way out. The moment I stood there, the knocking stopped. Silence. Then I heard it. Breathing. Weak. Desperate. And coming from just behind the door. I managed to whisper, "Who's there?" The breathing paused. Then a voice answered, so quiet and broken it was almost a sob. It sounded exactly like me. "Please," it begged. "Open it! I'm trapped!" I stumbled back, my mind reeling. That wasn't a recording. It wasn't some weird echo. It was my voice, filled with a terror I recognized. The next morning, the door was gone. Just a blank, empty wall where it had been. I was almost convinced I had imagined the whole thing. A stress-induced nightmare. Until I checked my phone. There was an audio recording, time-stamped at 3 a.m. I have no memory of starting it. When I hit play, I heard the 3 soft knocks. Then my own voice, whispering frantically, "Please don't open it." That night, I tried to leave. I packed a bag, ready to run. But the elevator wouldn't come. The stairwell door was locked solid from the inside. At exactly 3 a.m., the hallway light began to flicker, and the door was back. Except this time, it was open. What was inside wasn't a room. It was just a narrow, dark space, like the cramped void between walls. And standing at the far end was a figure. It was me, or something were in my face. Its eyes were wrong, completely empty and hollow. And it was smiling, a smile that stretched its features in a way no human face should. It spoke, but its lips didn't move. "I've been waiting," it said. "You took my place." Suddenly, memories that weren't Mine flooded my head. A terrible accident. A long fall. The world going dark. And I realized the horrible truth. I wasn't the original tenant. I was the one who escaped. And the thing behind that door, ... was what I left trapped in my place. The hallway lights flickered one last time and went out. The door slammed shut behind me. Now I'm the one in the darkness. I finally understand why this apartment is so cheap. Why nobody ever stays long. Every night at 3 a.m. I hear those 3 soft knocks from the other side. And I know that someday a new tenant will move in. And they will be curious enough to open the door.